Dr. Jaishankar. Thank you for your agreeing to give us this interview. We have several questions regarding the cooperation between India and Kazakhstan, as well as prospects for the developing of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So let me start our interview with the first question. The ACU stands as one of the largest trans-regional international organizations influencing the economy and security. In your opinion, how can the organization boost regional security as well as connectivity and trade between its member countries and beyond?
First of all, let me say that we have just completed the SCO meeting, the summit as well as the SCO Plus meeting. I think it was a today a very productive meeting. For the first time, Iran participated. They had become member earlier. Today, Belarus became a member and President Lukashenko participated in it. So we have seen an expansion, new members added to the SCO. And India, we are very happy because we joined first time in Astana in 2017. In terms of what we have achieved today, I think this summit, there have been some very important steps. We've had not just an increase in the number of members, we've actually had understanding on how to improve the SCO's activities, on how to, we have agreed on a program of cooperation to deal with terrorism, separatism, and with extremism. We have an anti-drug strategy, we have an energy strategy, we have an agreement on environment. So you can see that, you know, the number of areas we are doing, number of activities doing, the extent of agreements that we are consensus we are creating, it is growing. We also, you know, on the tourism cultural side, we are doing more, also in information security. So for SCO itself, it has been a very productive day, and I'm sure what the Astana declaration has agreed, that will definitely be a pathway ahead. In terms of the Astana declaration, I think there were again some very crucial aspects to it. There were we strengthened our position, our collective position, when it came to dealing with terrorism. I think for the first time there was also a clear-cut SCO commitment to the comprehensive reform of the United Nations. Then in terms of sustainability issues, the SCO supported Mission Life, which Prime Minister Modi has propagated. So I could cite many other examples in different fields of how we have gone forward. So it's been really a very worthwhile effort, good meeting, and I would particularly really respect and commend the leadership of President Tokayev. I think because of him, and the Kazakh government, everybody came together, worked very productively. So that's the result we have.
Thank you for your response. What do you think of the current status of prospects of political and strategic cooperation between India and Kazakhstan?
Well, I think the prospects are very good. If you look at it economically, we are very complementary economies. Kazakhstan is a big energy producer, a big natural resources producer. We are big consumers, so there is a good fit here. You have a very crucial role in connectivity. We are trying to increase the connectivity within Eurasia to India. So again, you have a contribution to make. But I would also say, in terms of international role, Kazakhstan is a big, independent, sovereignty conscious country. Exactly the same with India. So the way we look at the world is very similar. So we have been very good partners in SICA. We are good partners in SCO. We want, even in the UN, Kazakh military has actually been training with the Indian military in UN peacekeeping operations. So I think there's a lot that we are able to connect, and definitely we want to see more on the people-to-people side, more tourism, more air connection, more students exchanges, and this I think is very possible.
Thank you very much for your detailing answer. What measure will be taken to make it easier and more attractive for Indian companies to do business in Kazakhstan?
I think Kazakhstan needs to give a stronger message to Indian companies that it is open for business. Because business is very competitive, if you want companies to come as investor, you have to make that effort. Indian companies have been here for many years, but if we want to do more, I think more effort is required. So I would definitely like to see, together Indian government, Kazakh government, our foreign ministries, try to find ways of making a more serious investment effort.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. During the SCO summit, attention was also paid to the situation in Afghanistan. How would you characterize the situation in this country, and what, in your opinion, needs to be done to prevent humanitarian crisis and create conditions for long-term stabilization in Afghanistan?
Well, we have in India, we have a historical relationship with the people of Afghanistan, and this people-to-people connect is actually the foundation of our ties. I think some of the concerns you have raised are very valid, and we are trying to address that not now but for many years through more development projects, through humanitarian assistance, through capacity building, and even activities like sports, because it has a motivating impact on people. So if you actually see today, supply of medicines, we supply medicines to hospitals in Afghanistan. They had a problem of food. We supplied wheat to a large number of people. They had an attack of these locusts, so we gave pesticides to them. So we have been helping and supporting and contributing, because at the end of the day, our relationship is with the people. It's a relationship between the people of India and the people of Afghanistan, and I think that should remain the compass with which we contemplate anything going forward.
Thank you for your assessment and analysis. In which direction should the ACO develop, and what reforms are necessary for this?
I think SCO should develop clearly. It has an agenda at the beginning, which was combating terrorism, combating extremism. This should be intensified, because the challenges of terrorism and extremism have grown, because there is more technology today. So first, SCO should do what SCO was supposed to do, what it is committed to, which is to counter terrorism and extremism. The second, I would say, SCO can definitely, among the Eurasian countries, it can create more cooperative activities. It can be a platform where we can come together. It can be in different areas, it can be in tourism, it can be in health, it can be in education, it can be in arts. Then we have some serious challenges. I mentioned terrorism. We have the RATS structure, but we also have, I think all of us face a concern about illegal narcotics. We have agreed to set up a center in Tajikistan to combat that. So I would say, what should SCO do? It should deepen its activities, it should grow its members, it should find better ways of cooperating, but it should stay true to the original purpose of SCO, which is to counter terrorism.
Thank you for your perspectives. At the initiative of Kazakhstan in 2024 was declared the Year of Ecology in SCO. What ideas for developing environmental cooperation is India ready to offer?
We are today very, very active in the field of climate action. I would say if you look in terms of new renewable capacities, the biggest renewable capacities are today coming up in India. But what happens is when we think of environment, ecology, sustainability, we think it is something for government to do. But we have to make the people also realize that they are part of this as a movement. So I spoke to you about sustainable lifestyle, but I give you an example. In India, we have a very big program that every house in India will put a solar rooftop, for solar energy on every house. What it will do is it will dramatically bring down the energy cost, make it much more, the sustainability will improve. So there are many experiences we can share with people. It could be, even on food grains, for example, we advocated using millets, which is a much more climate friendly grain than cereals. Water usage is again something very important, because in all the SCO members, we all have a common problem. Water is a big issue. So we do believe these are areas of cooperation. We have done today an agreement on environment, but environment, ecology, sustainability, these are, I would say, key areas to go forward.
Dr. Jaishankar, thank you very much. Thank you for your time and the insightful answers. We greatly appreciate your contribution to the discussion of so much important topics. We wish you successful and look forward to continual fruitful cooperation between our countries.
Thank you very much. Great pleasure.